My name is Adesanya Dari John. I and my colleague will be your personal teachers for the subject office practice with the topic types of limited liability companies. And this is how we are going to have it. The first person will be Rofiat Ajibade. She'll be talking on private company with its features, advantages, and disadvantages. The second person will be Cynthia Ogechi. She'll be talking on public company with its features, advantages, and disadvantages. My very self, Adesanya Dari John, and Idris Jami Okoko will be talking on differences between a private company and a public company. Thank you.
Students, my name is Ajibade Rofiasun. I'm your personal teacher in business studies, and I'll take you the topic private company. At the end of this lesson, you should be able to define private company. List and explain advantages and disadvantages of private company. What is private company? A private company is a business entity that is owned and controlled by private individuals. It can also be called one-man business. Its shares are not publicly disclosed. Example of private company: 1. Family business. 2. Small to medium scale enterprise. Advantages of private company. Number 1. Flexibility. A private company can make its own decision without answer to public stakeholders. 2. Privacy. Financial information and business operation are not publicly disclosed. Greater control. Owners have more control over their businesses because it is owned by an individual. No one, they didn't wait for anybody to make their decision. They make their decision because it is their own business. Disadvantages of private company. Number 1, limited access to capital. Company cannot raise capital from a public market because it is not owned by general. It is owned by individuals. To raise funds, it is not easy. Number 2, high cost. Administrative costs such as legal company can be complex and time consuming. 3, limits and opportunity growth. Setting up a private company can be complex and time consuming. Limited growth opportunity. Private companies face many challenges because they do not have access to loan. Cynthia will be taking over from here and will be teaching you.
Students, my name is Adesanya Dari John, and I am your personal teacher in business study. Today, I will be taking you the topic on differences between a private company and a public company. Now, talking about their differences, as we all know that the two entities are not the same. So the following will give us clue on what makes them differ from each other. Number 1, ownership structure. The ownership structure of a private company is limited to a small group of people, or we can call them private owners. They are just small in numbers and it's just private within a certain group of people that are small in number. Unlike the public company, their ownership is by shares that are made public on the stock exchange for the general public. Now, talking about number 2, that is share trading. Now, in private companies, shares are limited and they are made private. They are not made known to the public. So it's just within the small number of private investors in that group. But talking about the public company, now their shares are made public and they are traded on stock exchange. Now, number 3, funding. Private companies' funding comes from the private individuals, either from their personal savings, loans from banks, or retained earnings. Now, talking about the public company, these ones, their fundings comes from public shares, offerings, investors, and retained earnings. So these are just some of the differences between a private company and a public company. Thank you.
In class, I'm by name Idris Okoku Jamil. I'm here this morning to take you business study on topic different between public and private company. Number 1, there are things we need to consider when we talk about the differences. Number 1, let us look at the transparency. Private company financial information is not publicly disclosed, while public company financial information and performance are publicly disclosed. Number 2, access to capital. private company limited access to capital relying on private investors, while public company have greater access to capital through public share offering. We can't talk about this without we considering the implication. Here are the implications. Number one, we have control private company. Control private company have more control over decision making, while public company are accountable to shareholders. Number two, visibility. Visibility public company have higher visibility and credibility, while private company may have less public recognition. Number three, growth public company can raise large amount of what? Capital for growth, while private company may face funding limitation. Understanding these differences is essential for business considering going either to go to public or remain as a private